Okay, on the last page of the 5.1 assignment, you just have some problems here where you're using the PERT formula. So we're using the continuous formula that was introduced in class today. So we just need to plug in the values, plug them into our calculator, and calculate out the amounts that it's asking us to get. So in number 4 here it says, you invest $3,300 into an account that compounds its interest continuously. That's what's telling you you're using PERT. So then it says, what will you have in your account at the end of 6 years if the interest rate is 5.5 years? So remember, Y is the future amount. P is the amount you're putting in, so in this case $3,300. E is our wonderful magical number 2.71828 ... Then raised to the power of the rate, so I got to change the rate to a decimal, 0.055 times, in our case, how many years? 6 years to the 6 years. So we can go ahead and plug this into our calculator. So just to show you what it looks like on your calculator, as you can see I still have this old screen, so I can go ahead, exit out of here. So I'm going to go 3,300, and then I'm going to raise it to the E, so second ln. That's where our E likes to hide out. We'll talk more about that later lessons. 0.055 times 6. So you want to make sure that's all up in the top. Now if you have an older calculator, you may have to put that in parentheses when you get the caret key. So I can go ahead and hit enter, and I get $4,590.19. So $4,590.19. All right, number 5. Same type of problem. It says here, if Stephen wins the lottery and claims a total of $4,763 as his prize, which of the following 2 options would be the better investment with the prize money if he is interested in leaving the money in the account for 3 years? So this is going to be important. This is our T value for this particular problem. So on A says he invests the money into a bank that compounds interest continually. So that's telling me PERT. Okay, that's this formula again. At an annual interest rate of 11%. Wow, that's really nice value. So A equals his dollar amount, $47.63, times E to the 0.11 times 3 power. So again, if we go back to our calculator here, 4763, then second ln, and then e to the power of 0.11 times 3. Go ahead and hit enter. So $6,625.18. So $6,625.18. Okay. So the next one, is this the better deal? So invest the money into a bank that compounds interest 3 times a year at a rate of 11.2%. This is not PERT. So on this one you're going A equals P, but then you're going 1 plus the interest rate divided by n, number of compounding periods, to the number of compounding periods times the time. So this is a formula we were doing a little while back. So in our case here, we're still talking 4763, 1 plus, our interest rate is 0.112. We're doing it 3 times a year, so we're going to divide it by 3, raised to the 3 times 3 power. So if instead of writing 3 times 3, you wrote 9 there, that's completely fine. So now I'm going to enter this into my calculator, 4763, and then I'm going to be timesing this by, then I'm going to put in parentheses 1 plus 0.11 divided by 3, close my parentheses, then raise it to the 3 times 3. I'm just going to actually type in 9 because it might be a little bit easier to go ahead and type in that 9 value. So go ahead and hit enter, and sure enough, there's my answer, 6586.17. So this value, $66,586.17 was it for B. Okay, so the question though says which one's the better deal? So question, let's put it like this, question A is the better option. Oops. All right, last one in this assignment. I know this one's a little bit of a longer assignment. Love this problem because this one we have to actually work a little bit backwards. It says Colin goes to the bank on Tuesday only to discover that he has a grand total of $5,600 in his account. Nice. The money has been in that account for 3.5 years and the interest has been compounding continuously. So again, since he originally invested his money with an annual interest rate of 5%, another value I want. I didn't underline the years, but I'll go back and grab that. What was the principal amount that he invested 3.5 years ago? So I want P. I have A. So on this one, we can say 5,600 equals P E to the 0.05 times 3.5 power. So now, remember that this is actually a numerical value. So what I can do is divide both sides by this value. So in my calculator, to get my p-value, you watch what I do here. I'm going to go 5,600. Instead of multiplying like I've been doing lately, I'm going to divide by second ln raised to the 0.05 times 3.5 power. Go ahead and hit enter. I had $4,700.96. $4,796. Excellent. That ends this lesson.